Replace me with Kobe with Shaq. I don't win a championship. You don't think I could carry the Lakers to a championship? Like, I've never had the opportunity. Correct. I felt like if I was put in that position to win a championship, I damn sure would show up and do what I do in the playoffs to elevate my team.
What's up, good people? It's your boy Kelvin coming at you, man. Salute to everybody out there. So we continue on talking about y'all boy T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. And you saw the intro there. You know, the last few weeks, as you saw in the clip, everybody's been talking about T-Mac. And, you know, you heard what he said. Hey, man, replace me. Put me in the spot of Kobe with Shaq. I would have been able to win. You don't think I can lead a team? And, you know, everybody been responding. I said my piece. I did a video last week. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Go down our timeline and check it out. But as we know, T-Mac in his prime years of his NBA career, when he played for the Orlando Magic and the Houston Rockets, he was not able to get out the first round. Now, later on in his career, I believe he was on the Spurs team when they went to the finals in 2013, but he was on the bench. He wasn't playing. He was washed up then. So that really don't count. But what I decided to do was go back and analyze and look at these first round series to see why T-Mac was not able to get out of the first round. I know everybody gonna holler, oh man, he ain't had no help when he was with Orlando and his team wasn't good and all that type stuff. Okay, so we'll see. I decided to take a deep dive and find whatever footage I could of these series and find out exactly what happened. Not just reading box scores, because a lot of times box scores don't really tell you the story of really what happened. So this is going to be a multiple part video series, I guess, because of time constraints. I'm not going to be able to do all the series in one video, because I don't want it to be 45-minute, hour video clips. So this first clip, part one, is going to be just of the first series against the Charlotte Hornets in 2002. So let's get into it. Y'all enjoy. All right, good people, let's get right to it. Gonna look at the 2002 Eastern Conference first round matchup. The Orlando Magic, who finished the season 44-38, playing against the Charlotte Hornets, who finished with the same record, 44-38. So, as you see on your screen, this is a 4 versus 5 matchup. Even matchup. No excuse. No, one versus 8 seed and I was an underdog, or 7 seed versus 2, and nah, it ain't none of that. 4 versus 5, same record. Charlotte Hornets do have the home court advantage because they are the 4 seed. I didn't look up whatever the tiebreakers or nothing like that. I don't even care. 4 versus 5, even matchup. Got a good chance to win the series. It's a toss-up series. All right, let's go to game number 1. Game 1, the Charlotte Hornets win 80-79. I know you're thinking, okay, well, it's a road game, competitive, lose by 1. No big deal. All right, well, let's look at a few things. Let's go.
Miller, who came down again bad on that left foot. Aaron Davis is rugged, keeping his team alive. A 10-point third quarter, 18-point game so far. Living up to its billing, a 4 seed in the Hornets, a 5 seed in the Magic. At the end of 3, an 11-point Orlando lead.
All right, now as you can see here, this is the end of the third quarter. And the Orlando Magic are playing well. They're up by 11 points at the end of the third quarter. 68-57. So you got a team that can compete. You got help. Obviously, you had a good third quarter. You got a double-digit lead heading into the fourth quarter. What happened? Why you couldn't finish in the fourth quarter? Let's continue.
Take it out of his hand.
6.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter, down 1. About to inbound the ball to your superstar, your best player, T-Mac. And he's going for the win on the road. Here you go.
It's off to McGrady, picked up by Lynch. McGrady.
So you have 11-point lead to start the quarter. You blow the lead. Down one with a chance to win. And you can't even get a shot off. How do you not see Baron Davis? How do you not have the awareness to see that the guy's coming and he's able to steal the ball away from him? Give credit to Baron Davis. That was a heck of a play. But you as a best player, the superstar, one of the great scorers in the league at the time, I think you averaged 30 that year, I think. And game on the line and you can't even get a shot off. Okay, if you get a good look, get a good shot off, and you miss, okay, but you don't even get a shot off. Not even a shot. That's on you. You can't blame nobody else. You can't say, oh man, we didn't have a team, I ain't had no help or whatever. You had a lead going into the quarter, fourth quarter. Then at the end, you got a chance to win. You don't even get a shot off. Don't even get a shot off. But I want y'all to hear this also. Take a listen.
The Charlotte Hornets have won game one. They go on a 17-5 run to close out game one. A sensational defensive play by Baron Davis. Orlando, which shot so well for 3 quarters, hit only 1 field goal the last 8.5 minutes of the game, and then lose it in a heartbreaking way, 80-79.
Say what? You want to run that by me again, Kevin Harlan? In case y'all didn't hear it clearly, because it is older, it's of 20-some years old, and I don't have the best quality. That's all I can find. Let me repeat what he said. In the last 8.5 minutes of the fourth quarter, the Orlando Magic only made 1 shot. Now, they did make some free throws, but they only made 1 shot, 1 field goal. And the Charlotte Hornets went on a 17-5 run to end the game. So let's hear all this screw up in the fourth quarter. Let me summarize this all up. You got 11-point lead to start the fourth quarter. Last 8.5 minutes, you only make 1 shot. And then you give up a 17-5 run. And then you still got a chance to win. Give the ball to T-Mac to close it out, at least get a good shot or whatever. 6 seconds left. Plenty time to do whatever you need to do, make a move or whatever to get off a good shot. You don't even get off a good shot. You don't even get off a shot, let alone a good shot. You get stripped. Baron Davis, heck of a play, and y'all lose. Very winnable game. On the road. Superstar got the ball at the end of the game and came close, he did. Now, whose fault is that? Whose fault is it? That is T-Mac's fault. You don't have nobody to blame but him. Very winnable game. Now, let's go over the final numbers for T-Mac. All right, for the game, you see on the screen here, 8 for 21, pathetic, 39%. 38.1%, I'm sorry. 4 for 7 from the line, 57%. 20 points, 6 assists. Let's look at the fourth quarter. 2 for 6. Not good. And he did get to the line 6 times. He made 4 out of 6 free throws. He had 8 points, but that's not good enough. This is what I talk about with the fourth quarter. This is the reason why I say don't compare this dude to Kobe. Only the special elite of the elite get it done in the fourth quarter. And this is what I'm talking about. But it's a lot more to come. This is only game 1. So let's continue. All right, game 2. I'm gonna go through this real quick. The Orlando Magic, they win game 2, 111-103. Worth noting on this game that Orlando had a 15-point lead at halftime. They blew it. Charlotte rallied, got it tied up. Game went to overtime, and the Orlando Magic were able to pull it out in overtime. So the series is tied 1-1. Worth noting, though, on this game is T-Mac. Let's look at his overall numbers. His overall numbers look good. 31, 11, and 7 with 11 of 23 shooting. But in the second half, he did not shoot well. He shot 4 for 13, 12 points on 13 shots. And in the fourth quarter, he went 0 for 4 in the fourth quarter. In the overtime, he went 0 for 1. So, tight game. He didn't do nothing in the fourth quarter. In overtime, he didn't do nothing. Troy Hudson, who was in the running for 6th Man of the Year, he scored 6 points in the overtime, and they were able to win game 2. So the series is tied 1-1. Despite T-Mac, game 1 and game 2, fourth quarter in both games, flame out. Overtime, game 2, flame out. But somehow the series is tied 1-1. Okay. All right, game 3 back in Orlando. 110-100. Charlotte Hornets win. T-Mac does not get it done on his home court after coming home with a split. Does not get it done. Let's look at his overall numbers. 11 25. He did play 50 minutes. That's a lot of minutes. 37 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 2 blocks. 13 16 from the line. You know, hey man, overall the numbers look pretty solid, man. Pretty damn good, but just couldn't get it done. Let's look at the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, T-Mac, you know, he did his thing. 3 for 5. Worth noting, he did hit a big 3. Tie the game up late in the fourth quarter. So you must give him credit. 10 points. Take a look.
Armstrong to Grant. Fumbled it. Shot clock winding down. That's a 3. Bang! Tie game.
Big shot by T-Mac. Big 3. 10 points in the fourth quarter. Game tied. No problem. Doing your thing. Now check this out.
McGrady is guarding Baron Davis. Davis at the buzzer. No, yeah, no, it's waved off. Bernie Fryer says no, it will not count. He was waving immediately. And we're going to overtime for the second straight game.
What Bernie Fryer is going to say is that Baron Davis didn't shoot the ball straight, that he's going to have like a kind of a double clutch.
The key is listen for the buzzer. Now, he gets it off. He gets it off according to the clock there. The key, the officials on this play go by the...
That shot was off in plenty of time. I mean, there's time on the clock. There's no question about that. From that standpoint, the replay shows it.
Fryer right away waved it off. As the ball was in the air, he was waving it off. Now, Mets, listen for the clock. The sound of the buzzer. All right. That's not even close.
All right, so as you just seen there, game was tied. Baron Davis throws up a heave. It goes in, and the Charlotte Hornets get screwed. Now, yes, this is 23 years ago, so they did not have instant replay like we do now to, you know, go back and change and make a correct call. But when Baron Davis threw the ball up in the air, the referee immediately waved it off. But T-Mac landed on the floor because he knew that the game was over. He knew they was done. But the referees, for whatever reason, they blew the call. The game is tied, and they're going to overtime. So you still got life. Get up, basketball Lazarus. You got life. And so the game goes into overtime. How do you lose the game? How? And let's look at the box score for the overtime. That's the cold part. Okay, as you see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, this is the box score for overtime. Tracy McGrady played 4.5 out of the 5 minutes. 0 points, 0 shots,
0.0.
All he had was 1 rebound and 1 assist. Say what? That is unacceptable. The NBA or the refs or whatever, they gave you life. They screwed up the call. You go to overtime and you don't even get off a shot in overtime? Not a shot? 0 points? 0. And then y'all want to sit up and talk about, oh man, the second half, Kobe, man, against the Phoenix Suns. You wasn't shooting the ball enough. Y'all don't say nothing about this though. Y'all boy, T-Mac. So, first 3 games, this series should have been a sweep. Could have very easily been a sweep. Or at worst, Orlando up 2-1 with a game 4 on your home court. But because T-Mac didn't do what he's supposed to do in overtime of this game, and in the game 1, he didn't do nothing in the fourth quarter, they lost. That's on you, T-Mac. You can't blame nobody else. This series, at worst, should have been 3-1. Probably should have been a sweep. That's on you, bro.
0.0.
All right, good people. Last game of the series, game 4 in Orlando. The Orlando Magic gets smoked, 102-85. Series over. Series is over. Let's look at T-Mac overall numbers for game 4. Numbers were good. 35 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. Good shooting splits, 12 for 22, 54%. And, they couldn't get it done. Series over. But, numbers are fine and everything like that. But this series here is on him. It's on T-Mac. This is what I be talking about. Coming through in clutch situations, high pressure moments when your team needs you. Game 1 of this series, they had 11-point lead, won to the fourth quarter, couldn't hold it. 8.5 minutes to go, they had a double-digit lead, couldn't hold it. Last 8.5 minutes, game 1, only made 1 shot as a team. One. End of game 1, you down 1, you give it to T-Mac, he the superstar, he can't even get a shot off. He gets stripped. Game over. He lose. The game they had, they should have won that game. Game 2, they won that game, even though he didn't play well and overtime and stuff like that. No problem. His teammates bailed him out. They won. Game 3, Charlotte Hornets got screwed. Yes, T-Mac did well in the fourth quarter, but he got a gift. Charlotte Hornets got screwed on that play by Baron Davis. Going to overtime, T-Mac don't even get off a shot, let alone score 0 points. He don't even shoot 1 goddamn shot in overtime. And they lose. And then game 4, they get smoked. Season over. That's what I'm talking about. It's what separates stars from superstars. Superstars from all-time greats. Being able to deliver and come through in high-pressure moments. The Orlando Magic should have won this series in 2002. This series should have been a sweep. T-Mac failed in the high-pressure moments. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear no excuses. You got to split in the first 2 games. 2 games at home, blew it. That's on T-Mac. All right, good people, man. That concludes part 1. I'm going to break it up into multiple parts just for time constraints. And as you see on the screen here, this is T-Mac's numbers for the complete series. Hey, man, it looks good on the surface. Almost 31 points a game, 46% shooting, 5.5 for 6 assists, 6 boards, almost 2 blocks. You look at just the stat sheet on the surface, you be like, oh, man, T-Mac did all he could do, man. He just needs some more help. You know what I'm saying? But when you really break it down and you watch the full games, you see that T-Mac did not come through in the high pressure clutch situations. That is what separates the superstars from all-stars. And I'm not trying to trash T-Mac, man. You know, I know a lot of y'all like T-Mac, but you can't compare him to a guy like Kobe, man. You know, the superstar, you have to do it all. You have to drop 30, play elite defense, and come through in the high pressure clutch situations. If T-Mac would have did that in this series, they would have swept the Charlotte Hornets. But because he failed in the overtimes and the four quarters, and he just scoring 30 points or whatever, just going through the normal part of the game and not coming through in the clutch situations, they lost. They lost. So he could have got out the first round, his very first playoff series he played in Orlando, but he didn't do it. That's on him. Sorry, no excuses. This is a choke job. This is on T-Mac. Nice guy, but we gotta call it what it is. I provided the video footage. Choke. Sorry. So that's that. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have the rest of the playoff series. It'll probably be about 2-3 parts or whatever. And y'all take care. I'll catch y'all next time.